DJ and graffiti had grown, B-boy and knowledge, the pillars of the game, but a six emerged, adding to the flame. Comics and hip-hop, a fusion so tight, visual storytelling, lyrics that ignite, from the pages to the beats, a seamless blend, the sixth element, where two worlds transcend. Welcome to the Sixth Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu guiding the way, bringing you the culture every day. Welcome to the Sixth Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu.
What up, y'all? Already know it's Sixth Element. I'm your host, Reno Noir, and it's your co-host, Stu Dog. What's good, Stu? We got a fun show tonight.
Chilling. Give me a mic check 1 second. Give me a mic check.
1 2 1 2. You sound all right? You hear me?
Nah, it's you. You sound like
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Hold
you,
on.
but you don't sound
All
like
right,
you normally
cool.
do.
Good looking. Let me see if the audio is all. Audio look good. Everything look good on my end.
You sounded good now. When you first came on, it was, I don't know, it sounded flat.
Oh, word?
You
Let me know.
Flat.
Let me know in the chat, y'all, if I don't sound normal. But yeah, man, we got a fun show tonight. We do. It's a good one. Because we got some inside shit. We got some it's a lot of leaks tonight, man. A lot of leaks. We're leaking like a sieve, man. We got Fantastic Four end credit scene leaked. And the leak, we're gonna break that down. We're gonna bust it up and just, you know, do the full Monty on it. But it also insinuates, or rather, in my opinion, totally solves what the plot or the reason why they end up coming to the MCU version of the 616, right? We all thought, you know, Galactus is going to probably destroy their world. They're going to have to escape and come to our world. Well, this implies otherwise. So we're going to get into that good shit. That's some cool information for y'all. And then beyond that, man, we got Spider-Man, we got Punisher joining the Spider-Man movie. And y'all know he first appeared there, so that's some throwback dope shit. We got Superman test screening confirms if Brainiac is in the post-credit scene or not. So we have confirmation on that. We got some opening weekend projections that say that the Superman movie is going to do exactly what the DCU needs it to do. Sorry, Snyder fans. They got it. Penguin season 2 is back on the table, and that's not all. We got some news on another TV spinoff of the Batman that's going down. Constantine 2. Keanu not really happy with the script. But moving on to collectibles, man. This is where it gets real fun and exciting. My favorite, maybe this isn't my favorite character by any means, but damn, he was sure one of them. G.I. Joe character BUDO. If y'all remember that samurai that came out, he was just inexplicably a samurai that just came out. Samurai armor, helmet, sword, the whole nine. He was the samurai in G.I. Joe, and it was amazing. BUDO is coming to Classified, and we got all the images and all that good stuff. Marvel vs. Capcom, of course, we got the images. We're gonna talk about it though, man. We need to dig in, and we need to get in there and get into the nuts and bolts and the nitty gritty. But beyond that, beyond what we saw at the fan stream in Marvel, we have some Marvel leaks for you guys for the next wave, the next Build-A-Figure wave that's coming out. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to talk about that. DC has some new shit coming out, some new figures, some new Marvel statues that look amazing. Fantastic Four. Speaking of statues, there's a Fantastic Four statue that's going to reveal exactly what Franklin Richards is going to look like in the movie. So, like I said, man, lots of leaks, and it's going to be fun, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's get right into it.
As we said before, toys will leak out information about a movie we don't want leaked out. We just had this show on Wednesday when they revealed who was in the Dynamo suit that Superman is fighting in the credits. And it is Ultraman.
Yes, sir. We leaking it. And speaking of Ultraman, and we know who was under
But we
the.
still need to know who's under the other mask. We need to know who's
And
in
I
the
got
suit.
some. Ooh, I got some. Ooh, I got something for you. I got something for you on that. Ooh, I got something for you on that.
Let it roll. Let it leak. Let it roll. Let it leak.
It's gonna be good tonight, man. We're gonna get into it, man. If you just came, if you just joined us, man, if you're new to the show, man, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. But definitely, man, check out the rest of the show. We got a lot of good stuff. More guests coming later on tonight and all that good stuff. So we always get it in. If you guys have seen live streams on YouTube before, this ain't that. We are not that. This is a very different kind of show, man. I'm just gonna say it, man. We different than the rest, and it's just a fun time, man. We aim to entertain, man. We aim to entertain, inform, educate, and just bust it up, nerd, and geek the fuck out, and that's how we get down. Without further ado, let's get right into the main event. Should we get to the main event? Let's tease him. Let's tease him for a little bit. We're gonna tease you for a minute. Hang out. We're gonna tease you. First, before we talk about the Fantastic Four end credit scene, I don't want to just splooge my load right at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, it's premature. We don't want to do that. So Spider-Man 4 getting John Bernthal as Punisher. We all just talked about last week how the Hulk, at least Banner is gonna be in it. At least Banner is going to be in it. And now, Ruffalo. And now we know that Bernthal is Punisher. So if you guys know, Punisher's first appearance was in Spider-Man. Yeah, he first appeared. Yeah, it was number 129. Number 129.
I have a facsimile of that comic.
Yeah. Do you? You got it on deck? You got it on hand? You can whip it out?
You know what? Let me see. Hang on.
All right. While you do that.
Let me see. Hang on. Hang on.
While you do that.
Good for you.
That'll be a real treat, guys. Vel Love in the building. Welcome. Peace. Oh yeah, he threw it in the chat too. 129. That's right. That's how they get down. That's the cover right there. You may or may not recognize it. That's Punisher right there, taking aim. Giving that, throwing them crosshairs on Spidey. It says he's different, he's deadly, the Punisher. Looking like a real old head too. He was a bad looking motherfucker, bro. Check it out. The most lethal hired assassin ever. His assignment: kill Spider-Man. And behind the most murderous plot of all time lurks the Jackal. And yeah, man, oh boy, we might get into all that. But yeah, the Punisher, bro. He was look how wicked he looked. Check out his eyebrows. Just look at his eyebrows. Like, had the widow's peak. That skull looked menacing as fuck when it first came out, didn't it? That's hot. So yeah, but Spidey number 4, the Punisher, due to grace us with his presence. Of course, Bernthal recently returned as Frank Castle in the Daredevil Born Again. He's currently developing a spin-off special, a Punisher special, and no coincidence, Marvel Comics recently announced that they are bringing back Frank Castle as the Punisher after canceling the character a couple years ago due to Marvel woke politics, we'll say. But what is said about the Punisher in Spider-Man 4? The news about Bernthal appearing in Punisher, Brand New Day, comes from Gary Buechler and his Nerdrotic YouTube channel. I don't know him. I don't condone him. I don't fuck with him. That's just where the shit came from. During an interview with legendary comic creator Mark Millar. So let me rephrase all that shit. Let's just rephrase that. The news about John Bernthal appearing as Punisher in Spider-Man Brand New Day came from Mark Millar, who is the comic creator. He was promoting his new creator-owned comic Psychic Sam, which is also being adapted into a movie. But Millar goes over how he was going to do big projects for DC and Marvel, but instead opted to re-team with legendary artist John Romita Jr. on a new creator-owned project. And so Millar says that as of late, there has been a void in comics regarding certain types of characters, and points to how, Marvel Comics changed the Punisher so that he came up with the idea for a similar type of character, Psychic Sam, in which he said his email newsletter is Death Wish meets Minority Report. So sounds really cool. But yeah, so while discussing the project in pop culture, Millar and them, they were talking about the Hulk will be in Spider-Man 4, which dropped on Monday. And then Millar discussed how they don't want Mark Ruffalo's Smart Hulk in the movie, of course, and I think a lot of us agree there. It's just it's not so much of being smart, Still, it's just the whole yoga thing, the whole soft, pacifist Hulk. It's just corny.
It's a different Hulk. In the comics, when Hulk can think and it actually has a degree of intelligence,
Right.
he's not no yoga woke, coffee sipping, taco eating Hulk.
He's
He
still a
has an
badass.
attitude. He's
Yeah.
still a badass, and he walks around like a badass. He has an attitude. He talks like he's a badass.
Yeah.
He acts like he's a badass. But this Hulk ain't like that, and that's what makes it kind of makes it boring to watch.
It
And I keep
does.
saying I want to be entertained when I go to. I don't want to be. I don't want to watch Hulk walking around, you know, drinking coffee and eating tacos and giving people advice on life. That's not Hulk.
Right. Well, did you find that book?
No, well, yes and no. I know where it's at, but I gotta dig it out.
Couldn't get at it.
It's gonna take too long, but I know exactly where it's at.
You know what, guys? I promise one day we're gonna have a show where Stu actually shows his collection. We've never seen Stu's shit. We've never seen his gems.
Are you serious? Are you
Bro,
serious?
you bring out like 3 books and shit. Like we never seen your library. He has trust me, he really does have a collection, y'all. He just be fronting. He be showing us like one slab at a time and shit and putting it away. That's it, man. We can't. Where's the bomb of it?
I got you.
Let's see the vault one day. We're gonna do.
Matter of fact, I got something special for y'all. I'm gonna take out a whole box. I'm not gonna tell you what's in it, but I will tell you one thing you will enjoy.
See how I do, y'all? A box. You gonna give us a box?
Nah,
we can't see the whole. Where's the vault, man? Where's
this box? See, I keep my stuff neatly tucked away, so everything is in order and tucked away. But the stuff that's in there is quite significantly significant. But I do have. I'm gonna break out a box one day. I'm gonna show y'all a box. I'm gonna tell you the story behind it too. I'm gonna blow your minds on how I obtained this box with all of these comics in it. And over the years, I've looked at these comics in comic stores, and they've gone for a pretty penny. So I have a box full of some stuff that's all from the '90s. I don't think there's a comic in there past '99. I think everything in there is from 90 to 99.
Well, we could do that.
Actually, it's gonna be some 80s. I'll say 85. I'll say 85 to 99. I'll say that. That's about.
One of these days we'll take the time. We'll lay it all out. We'll maybe get you mobile where you can move around the camera and go and just explore the man cave or whatever it is, man. And we'll do a gem show because people are curious, man. People want to know what's behind that white wall behind you, man. They want to see what's going on, man.
There's a lot back there. There's a lot back there. You know what? You're right. I'm gonna show it to you. I gotta show it to you because I got some stuff that y'all would like to see. So
yeah, I know exactly. But yeah, man, Punisher, Hulk in the Spidey movie, really cool. I don't really want him to do the three Spideys again.
No, we did that already.
That was a one.
We did 3. Yeah, that's a one shot thing. It worked. It was good. We loved it.
Don't overdo it.
We don't need to keep saying it. It's time to move on. And if you bring us something different every time, we're gonna love it every time.
Scorpion, Boomerang, Tombstone, Tarantula, and Lady Chameleon also mentioned as villains for this movie. So new villains. We did, Scorpion, Boomerang, Tombstone. I'm really excited about. Tarantula could be cool. Lady Chameleon. I'm not really familiar with Lady Chameleon, but could be cool.
Lady Chameleon is the lady version of
Chameleon. Assuming so.
Yeah, because the comics always gotta have a lady version of their villains and heroes.
Maybe that's who Sadie Sink's playing. We don't know who Sadie Sink's playing yet. We haven't got, but Lisa Cologne Zayas is in it as well. So I mean, we kind of know, but I think they're gonna surprise us with Sadie Sink. I think she's gonna be an MJ, or if not MJ, but the what's the character? Trickster. What's her name? Joy.
From what?
We're just talking about it the other day. Well, there's a character. There's a Marvel character that she was a superhero that Mary Jane took the mantle over at one point and was the superhero. And I can't. Her name is escaping me for some reason. We just talked anyway. If you want to go look at Saturday's show, we talked about it. But I think that's what she's gonna do. It's not gonna be like just regular Mary Jane. And if it's not Mary Jane as that character, the first woman who was the character before Mary Jane took the mantle was also known for her red hair and fooled everyone thought it was Mary Jane. So that would be very interesting to have Sadie Sink because, Zendaya is already MJ, so she kind of takes the Mary Jane role. So then bringing in Mary Jane could be kind of considered a slap in the face to some. Trust me, it is. And so
was it Jackpot or no?
Jackpot. Thank you. That's what I was talking about the other day. Yeah. So Jackpot. But it is a possibility, man. But it's a pretty big roster right now with Spider-Man, but all cool stuff that we have not seen before. So pretty unique and exciting there. And the so Avengers Doomsday leak. We got another leak there. Deadpool, Sentinels, more from the Disney presentation. Thanks to the official Disney Blockbuster Consumer Products presentation, we get more leaks now about Avengers Doomsday. Guys, it's just a full show about leaks tonight. There's so many leaks tonight. You're gonna need a diaper. Just hang out. Trust me, the leak you're waiting for is coming. We're gonna talk about them all. There's so many to get through, and it's all cool. So yeah, we get new leaks about Avengers Doomsday, where it's claimed that Ryan Reynolds is back as Deadpool, and lots more. Disney Blockbuster Consumer Products presentation, it's a mouthful, is also said to have shown off the sizzle reel. So this sizzle reel for Avengers Doomsday revealed the main villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day, with a mention of additional villains, and that's how we learned about Savage Hulk coming in as a main villain. All right, we learned that Ruffalo's coming back as but we also now learned through this sizzle reel that Tombstone, Scorpion, Boomerang, all confirmed by additional pictures, along with Tarantula. Go look these characters up. The main villain, drum roll, motherfucker, will be Savage motherfucking Hulk. All in Brand New Day.
Wow. Savage Hulk.
Boom.
That's a lot. They need to do. Listen, that's a lot.
Bruh. Ruffalo, we had Goofy Hulk in She-Hulk. We had Goofy Hulk. He was Goofy Hulk. With his goofy ass son, looking like modeled after Kevin Feige. It was the worst. But yeah, Savage Hulk. Do you understand what that means? That means, yeah, that's the Hulk we all been wanting. That's not the yoga Hulk. That's the badass monster Hulk, where he just the villain Hulk. Because in Marvel Comics, Hulk was not always a hero. He was often the bane. He was often the problem for the heroes. He was often giving them the big problems. He was the villain in many ways. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But he was always like, let's say if they had a main problem they were fighting, Hulk would be like the problem on top of that problem. But then somehow, some way, he would actually help them to defeat their problem, but still be a problem in the process. Like he was always like that. Or like Reno said, he just
be smashing up the city. Yeah, he'd be just rampaging the town.
Yeah, he'd just be rampaging somewhere. Yeah, and you'd have to go and stop him, and then you'd have another problem on your hands because he was there. and then he would inadvertently help you deal with that problem, and you would be okay. So it's I don't know. I like Hulk. I've always been a big fan of Hulk. I'm not even going to lie and say I've never been, but uh, they just Disney. I don't know. They just haven't used Hulk in a way that's just right. Like we need another Hulk movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody's been asking for it. Everybody wants it. You know what I mean? And that's a Hulk right there with some intelligence. But he doesn't act like he does yoga and drink coffee.
You don't suffer no fools.
No, he doesn't. Oh, and while we at it, that's what I meant to tell you. I know it's a little off subject, but remember how we couldn't find Cyborg Superman? Cyborg
That,
Superman sold out everywhere. The new
yeah,
dope one they just put out by McFarlane. Well, guess what
yeah,
McFarlane just put out? He just put out a red version of Cyborg Superman.
yeah. That's
Hopefully we be able to get it.
good luck trying to get that one too.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, I don't want it. I don't want that. I want the OG. I don't want
You
that.
want the OG? Man, I'll take the red one if I can't get the, but I do want the OG, but I'll take the red one. Listen to Scalper.
I got the Mayfix, so I'm cool.
See now for you, like remember we talking about War Machine with the new Mrvl versus Capcom.
Oh, we're gonna get into that in a second.
They're gonna release.
We're gonna.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why I don't need War Machine, because I got a super dope War Machine. That I got a Mako one, and it's dope. So I don't,
Well, since you brought it up, should we jump into the toy shit, or should we do the Fantastic Four shit? What's the chat talking about? What y'all think? Y'all want to talk about toys? You want to talk about the Fantastic Four leak? Let me know. The Mrvl versus Capcom. The let's just say the price of these things is really outrageous. We're talking like $60 for the 2-packs, $65 for the Juggernaut, $60 to $65 to $70 for the Gigantos / Shuma Garath. So yeah, it's alternate toy Fantastic Four, just go back and forth. Well, we can do that. Here's my deal. The 2-packs, because they're so outrageously priced, and Stu just basically hit it on the head. You don't need both of them, and they always do this shit where they throw one character that everybody wants, and then the other one's usually like a throwaway or something nobody really needs,
or
and
they
make
won't really sell. Right, yeah. And that's why you're right. That's why they 2-packing them.
That's why they 2-pack them, and so then you're stuck buying or possibly having to pay for a figure that you don't really need or want. And like I said, these things are not cheap, so it ain't like you can just be like, fuck it. So here's the solution that me and Stu figured out. You get a homie and figure out what they need and what you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need this Psylocke, but I don't need this Thanos. Stu needs this Thanos, but he don't need the Psylocke. We going half.
Bang.
Omega Red War Machine, same thing. I got Omega Red. It's the same fucking Omega Red they putting out, but I need that War Machine. Stu got the War Machine, needs the Omega Red. Serendipity. I mean, that's how you get it. That's how you can do it. That Juggernaut though, I need him. Yeah, I got to get that Juggernaut. And I got to get Raw Talk in the building. What up, Raw Talk?
What up?
Raw Talk.
Yeah. I'll be on camera in the field.
All right. We talking about these 2-packs. Look at that.
See that Thanos? I need that Thanos. Psylocke.
I want him, but I don't need him.
But that's how I am with Psylocke. I want him.
I need the Psylocke.
Like let's just say if I bought the 2-pack, oh yeah, I'm good. But do I need it?
Right.
No.
Right.
But I want that damn Thanos. I want the Thanos.
Right. I really want that
Okay,
Thanos.
like,
He's got the Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, he's got his face sculpt is really cool. He's got the horns. Definitely got the new paint. The Thanos I have isn't exactly that version. So I'm still on the fence. I may have to, but I don't know. We'll talk. But
yeah, we're gonna have to work it out. Cause
they gave
like
Shylock some yacht.
she got some turkey.
She got some yacht. Look.
Yeah, she do. Yeah, she do got some yacht. But the Thanos I need, Omega Red I would love to have. I don't need War Machine. So that's one we know we definitely gotta finagle.
Yeah,
I
the
do
War
want the
Machine
Wolverine
Omega Red
2-pack.
we definitely go have. We definitely go have on that.
Yeah, the Wolverine 2-pack I need. I don't want Schumer Goomer, or as they call him, Goliath.
Gigantos. Yeah,
Gigantos. I don't need him. I
Schumer
do want
Aguma.
Juggernaut.
Yeah,
I do want Juggernaut.
Juggernaut's fire.
Yeah, because I want Juggernaut because I have a Build-A-Figure one, but it's not as good as that one.
Why they give her so much booty?
That's how she look in the game.
I know.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I feel, Slade. I don't really need them all, but I'm probably gonna fucking have to get them all because they're so dope. They're all so dope, and it's it.
Oh, that's the other one we're talking about. Venom. With the Venom. Who's Venom? Captain America and Venom.
Yeah.
There are better Venoms.
Right.
But that's a good Venom if you don't have one.
Right.
But there are better Venoms out there that I've seen. Even statues, and I don't really, collect statues like that. But they're better Venoms. But I want that cap.
I love that Venom.
That cap is hard. Yeah, that cap is hard.
The cap. I got this cap. It's the same cap. And the thing is, they fucked up. Shit. Oh man, he dropped it. Well, I don't know. Shit just fell all over the place. But yeah. So zombie cap came with the MCU shield. Let me blow up the screen so people can see what I'm talking about. Zombie cap, MCU. What if zombie cap came with the MCU sort of muted colors like silver metallic-y shield. Then this cap, who's like a Ultimate Universe cap, really cool. Not OG colors, but
Legends. Is that a Legends cap?
Yeah, these are Legends. Yeah,
I never seen that cap because I would have bought that one. Never seen it nowhere.
He came with this shield, which is more, comic accurate. Not MCU colors and shit. And the Secret Wars cap, which is the same one as the one they're selling with the MVC 2-pack with scales on his suit. Is the only difference. This one has scales. It's not focusing for some reason. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah, the other one doesn't have scales, right? The
MCU
one. I mean, the MVC one.
The MVC one doesn't have scales. This one has scales, but it's the same like face and body mold and shit. So this guy came with this busted ass broken shield. So that really pissed a lot of people off that's what we had. So what I did, I gave the busted shield to the zombie cap.
And that looks more fitting.
Yeah, it looks more fitting. Hold on, it's tripping right now. Yeah, zombie cap got the busted shield. It works out. Then I gave this dude, the Ultimate Universe dude, who has more like realistic like leather and shit like that and like realistic colors. He's got the more realistic, shield, so it fits him better. And then I gave Secret Wars cap the regular shield. But if you buy the Secret Wars cap, you're going to have the busted shield. You have to buy all three of these caps to flip the shields and do what I just did. It's the only way. So
crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah, that is.
So the this guy finally is the OG Cap that we got with Secret Wars minus the scales. Let me see what else is different off top. The color is different a little
And
bit.
he's more like, see, this Cap is more like the Cap that we got in the late 70s, early 80s, because the scales came in the 90s. That's like a 90s thing and I like that design when they came out with that
What
Cap.
the scale was there from the jump.
I don't like that Venom.
You don't like the Venom? Yeah. Let me
small. He's too small.
See, that's what I was just saying, Raw Talk. Like, I could live without that Venom. I just want the Cap.
Yeah, that Venom is too small. Venom is not supposed to be the same size as Cap.
Right.
He's supposed to be in between.
On the
what
game, he's not.
Is.
Yeah, on the game, he's not. On the game, he's not the same size. He's bigger.
No.
When you play on the game, he's huge.
He's only
huge on the game.
Yeah,
he's just crouching over. Yeah, that's true.
See, Stu, he had scales from the jump.
Okay, okay.
He always had scales.
It's like it's supposed to be their interpretation of chainmail for the most part. What knights had back in the day.
Oh, the Mrvl.
Mm-hmm.
What was like Mrvl? Yeah.
Mrvl.
Yeah, Mrvl. Just the scale stuff. Was like Mrvl.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Raw Talk.
Yo, what's up?
You smacking?
Oh, damn! My fault. I just came from outside, man. Hungry as a motherfucking man, running around. Hold on, I'm gonna put it on mute. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Smacking hella loud in the mic. Yo, but this is yeah. I mean, the Venom is small. He's definitely size is crazy there, but I like that we finally got a new Venom. Now this bad boy here is just, I mean, man, huge hands and shit. I hope they're not too big, but that's, I mean, in the game, bro, Stu, his hands are massive. They're fucking
his hands are massive, yeah,
big as chest, like, almost.
They are.
Yo, you may notice that they use the same rubber part that they did for the Hulk. If you look closely.
No, they said that. Yeah. When you watch that looks crazy. No, they said that. They said they put the butterflies in, and they admitted that that's how they did it because they said that's what made them so dope. Yeah. No, they admitted that. They ain't even try to play that down.
Yeah, he's the star of all the packs. Juggernaut.
He is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, and they even had this Juggernaut, the one that Reno had. They even compared it to.
Yeah,
they compared it and showed you the differences. Yeah, they showed you the differences and that they were major and not just subtle. And they said it. And the one guy said, he said, "Look, this Juggernaut was good when we bought it out, but he was like, we think this one is significantly better. But they were like, we added this, we added that, and they were saying why. But I think both of them look cool.
Mm-hmm. I like the newer one because it's bigger.
Yeah,
it is, and that's what I like about it because it's like Juggernaut, like it's so big.
Juggernaut is a wild big dude.
It's just massive. Yeah, it just should be. It should be overwhelmingly massive. This Wolverine, I can't get enough. I like to just look at it.
Now that Wolverine,
I love it. I love how he's fucking real short and stocky. I love how he's got new articulation so he can crouch lower than any other Wolverine before and get into that Marvel vs. Capcom pose. I love the big fins on his boots. Super duper love the big fin on his mask. Is super, what do you call it? Faithful to the game and shit. And I collect Wolverines. I have like every Marvel Legends Wolverine, so it's
you got
exciting.
A whole Wolverine army. You got a whole multiverse Wolverine army over there, Joe.
Yeah. Now here's our War Machine. I need this War Machine. I don't need the Omega Red, so we could definitely go half there. Because it's the exact same Mega Red. He does have a new. I mean, he's a little cool. He's some updates. He got a new face. He has some new tentacles and stuff like that. But same legs and arms and chest for the most part. I guess he's got some different parts, but most part he's the same. The War Machine has a little bit of upgrades on his torso area, but for the most part, he's the same. Gigantos, I feel they painted just too natural. Like the paint looks like natural colors, like real world colors.
Like
whereas, and it should be more bright and cartoony, like the box there, like the game. I would have preferred the purple version, the pink version. That's the one I always liked in the game. But this is actually Shumagorath. They renamed it Gigantos, just like they did in Multiverse of Madness, because Shumagorath is a name taken from an H.P. Lovecraft from Call of Cthulhu, right? It's one of the H.P. Lovecraft dark gods, and so they don't have the rights to it. Marvel doesn't own it. It's like Thor. It's not Marvel's creation, so they couldn't use the name. But Gargantos was the name of a green one-eyed tentacle monster that looked very similar in a Submariner comic number 13 in like 1962. And so they used the name Gargantos, but this in the game, if you're wondering, in MVC there's no Gargantos, it's Shumagorath. That's why.
Must be. I like that. The Juggernaut. Can we just see Juggernaut one more time? God damn it.
That Silver Samurai is whack.
And he
it's dope. It's dope. It's just whack that they reuse the same arms and legs. That's what I don't like about it.
I just think the one that came on the retro card is the best one by far. The best one.
I think that's the one. I don't know.
On that Juggernaut. Look at the hands on that Juggernaut.
Because look, the silver ain't even popping like the retro card.
Nah. Well, I mean, we got the chrome markers. You might have to just chrome him out.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to purchase something I got to chrome up. The Chrome Master can chrome it like this. This is the Chrome Master here. Reno, the Chrome Master. You see how he gonna do his? Shit, he don't need a new one. He's good.
But if you look at this one, it's the exact same legs and arms with the same paint job. Yeah, I chromed it out. That's why he's got chrome like armor and shit, why it's all shiny. But you see how his helmet is kind of like, small, and his shoulder pads are kind of small and shit. I like how this shit looks all big, like super big fucking helmet, exaggerated. You know what I mean? Big exaggerated shit. It looks cool to me. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
well,
since I have this one, I'll probably let Stu get this one, and I'll get the Wolverine. But I think you want the Wolverine too, so we're going to probably having to both buy this.
We're gonna have to buy that because I need that Wolverine. That Wolverine is dope. And I like. See, I just like Marvel vs. Capcom. I always like the game. I always play the fuck out of it, and I love it. So like bringing these characters out, especially Juggernaut, because I used to play with Juggernaut and give out work with Juggernaut on that game, and I like it, man. And some quick fun facts about Juggernaut. He's 9.5 feet tall. Weighs 1,900 pounds.
Cain
Marko is an adversary of the X-Men, and he is basically unstoppable. He has superhuman strength, stamina, and durability. He's unstoppable.
And he's not even a mutant.
He's not even a mutant. He's immortal. He has immortality, and he has a psychic shield via his helmet. Now, I once read a comic, and this was crazy to me, where he beat up the Hulk, and Hulk did not know that it was Cain Marko that he was fighting. He thought he was just fighting some overly big dude, and Hulk didn't want to hurt him. This is when Hulk had a little bit of intelligence. He didn't want to hurt him. He was like, look, man, I don't have to hurt you. And he was giving Hulk work, and he got to the point where he knocked Hulk out, tied him up, and then when the Hulk came to, he revealed himself to be the Juggernaut. And the Hulk instantly said, had I known it was you, the tables will be turned, and you will be the one knocked out right now, with your teeth and your tongue hanging out your mouth. But it was a thing where he got Hulk, and Hulk did, because a lot of good guys don't really know what Cain Marko looks like. They know him as Juggernaut, and he didn't have on none of the Juggernaut armor. He had on nothing. He just had on t-shirt, some jeans, a pair of boots, and he was giving Hulk work. He was tearing him up. So Hulk was like, yo, who is this dude? But he finally got him.
We got a ton of shit to get through, man.
Let's do it.
So let's keep it moving. We got we'll come back to some toy shit because we definitely got way more toy shit to reveal. But like we got requested from the chat, we're gonna stagger it. So let's hop on this Fantastic Four goodness. Fantastic Four first steps. The post-credit scene revealed following the test screening. So big ass spoiler alert, everybody. Spoiler fucking alert. If you don't want to know the after credit scene for Fantastic Four, if you don't want to know why and how the Fantastic Four end up having to go to the MCU, then mute your shit because we're about to fucking reveal it all. And what happens in the Fantastic Four after credit scene? I'm giving you guys a minute. If you don't want to hear this, I'm about to fucking reveal it. What happens in the after credit scene of the Fantastic Four, and keep in mind, all right, according to the scoopers, according to those who have seen it, according to the ones who have watched the after credit scene, it features Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm reading to her son, her and Reed Richards' son, Franklin Richards. He's still a baby. We're going to show you exactly what he looks like in the movie. It's not been revealed. In the after credit scene, she gets up, goes, I don't know what. When she returns, she finds Dr. Doom holding his mask and sitting on the bed next to Franklin Richards. However, it doesn't seem like you're going to get to see his face because the leak is noting that the face is never shown, which is great. But the costume, the mask are described as being very comic accurate, quote unquote. The post-credit scene, for the Marvels, for the Thunderbolts, aka the new Avengers, showed the Avengers picking up a distress signal from the Fantastic Four spacecraft, and a lot of fans speculated that First Steps is going to end with Fantastic Four's reality being destroyed by Galactus or someone, and leading them to have to escape away to the MCU reality. However, based on and this is very comic accurate. Doom has always appealed to the kids. I don't mean like fans. I mean Reed Richards' kids, Valeria and Franklin.
Doom is a manipulator,
right?
And the easiest people to manipulate are children. He's a master manipulator.
Yep. The fearsome fate of Franklin Richards. Yes, sir. You've just been spoilated at the hands of Dr. Doomsky. So yeah, he's sitting there. So what this means for the plot, for the reality, you guys are waiting like on Bended. Or on fucking White Knuckles here. So listen, based on the leak, right, the details for the post-credit scene, Fantastic Four is going to be victorious in their battle with Galactus, most likely with the help of none other than Shalabao, because she's Oh, and we got images of her toy as well, by the way, in a second. We'll talk about that. It's such a bad design. I could even get with the whole idea of it, but it's just such a bad design. I don't know how that's going to go over. So I hope it just doesn't ruin this kind of cool seeming movie. But hopefully not. Like, hopefully it's really cool. Like, I'm not writing it off. Like, I'm not against it in any way. But yeah. So based on the after credit scene, we got Doom sitting in there talking to Franklin. They've won. They've beat Galactus or pushed him back or sent him back out. Whatever. And so Dr. Doom will be likely kidnapping Franklin Richards and taking off, leading the team to chase him into the Earth 616, MCU 616, to warn the other realities about the impending Doomsday. Avengers Doomsday. And the leaker also noted that Chris Evans does not appear in the Fantastic Four First Steps. He said, I know for a fact he filmed something, so it was either cut or it will be in the final version of the film. But the scooper said, so while Chris Evans is obviously best known for playing Captain America in the MCU, he also did play Human Torch in 2000's Fantastic Four movies, a role that he reprised again in Deadpool and Wolverine, which was pretty cool. And he said, set against... Oh. No. That's the synopsis. Yeah, the official synopsis, as you know, set against the vibrant backdrop of the 1960s inspired retro futuristic world. Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four First Steps introduces Marvel's first family: Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, Miss Fantastic, Johnny Storm, Human Torch, Ben Grimm, The Thing, as they face their most daunting challenge yet, forced to balance their roles with the heroes as heroes with the strength of their family bond that they must defend Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus and his enigmatic herald Silver Surfer. And if Galactus planned to devour the entire planet and everyone in it weren't bad enough, it suddenly gets very personal. Now, that last line, it suddenly gets very personal after they deal with Galactus. We're talking about their kids. We're talking about Doom kidnapping their kids.
Doom the babysitter.
Doom the snatcher. Yeah. Yeah. What do y'all think?
I mean, it sounds good, but I they could have made it a little bit better as far as bringing in Doom. Doom needs a real entrance.
Big entrance. You want to have a big entrance?
He's a bigger than life villain.
I know, but I think everyone already knows that about him. Like, I think it's more cool to see someone that we know to be bigger than life in a more understated way. It's creepier to have Doom just sitting quietly on the foot of your kid's bed. That's crazy. Dr. Doom, like in your kid's bedroom, just chilling in the dark. That's crazy. But I get your point. Like, it's a monument. But I think we're gonna get the big Dr. Doom in Avengers Doomsday. But
I would love for Doom to come through a portal beating up Kang, beating up Kang, like he's just shit out. And everybody, all of a sudden, everybody's like, "What the fuck?" And it's Doom. Like, he's on some wildness.
Well, if we're gonna make sense out of it, and we're gonna be logical, we gotta look at it like this. When they introduced Thanos, that's how they did Thanos. He came in subtly. He always had a plan. We saw a smile at the end of one of the movies. One of the Avenger movies, maybe he sat there with a smile. Then there was another movie, not a movie, in Guardians of the Galaxy. Remember, he threatened Ronan, called him boy. It was like, look, like it was just the way that he did it. And then when Endgame came, he had one Infinity Stone, and he came in there and he beat Hulk down. He beat Hulk down like he was a toy, and threw him, and then picked him up and earth slammed him.
Bang,
and then killed Loki.
Loki,
threatened Thor, and left. And that's what they're doing here. They're going to do the same way. It's going to be different, but it's the same. You know what I mean? Because Hollywood is cookie cutter like that. We've spoken about this before. So let's just hope that the way they do it, it's just going to be cool, like it was when we saw Thanos. But they're going to give us another Thanos-like intro with Doom. And we just hope it's cool. That's all.
Well, this statue is from Iron Studios, and it's a likeness of Franklin, and you can see the rest of the family there around him, and he's sort of like, this is this is Sue Richards right here, and her foot is on a street lamp post, which is laying upside down, and the street lamp bulb would be right here, but instead the baby's hovering over like some iridescent color, whatever you call it, like some
creating his own force field,
energy field, right? That seemingly is coming out of this. To me, looks like a streetlight post laying down with some rubble and shit that they look like they just, Galactus probably knocked some shit over, and the baby just like made his own little force field to save himself. And Norman Rockwell looking babe there. But I mean, there you go. It's leaked. We now know what the boy looks like. We know what's going to happen with the end credit scene. We've got some more imagery of like you know, the costumes and all that. We've seen all that. We know what they're gonna look like and everything. We've seen the toys and whatnot, the figures. But yeah, I really wanted to share that with everybody. The after credit scene, the whole thing, because we've always talked about why are they going to come to the MCU 616? You know, what's gonna is it going to be Galactus? Is it going to destroy their world? They got to escape. Like, what's going to happen? So now I think it's more clear. I think now that we know how the end credit scene goes, I think it's pretty obvious. It's going to be
I have a question.
Different.
Didn't the Thunderbolts have that that credit scene with the ship?
Yeah, right. That's what I was mentioning earlier.
So that's the scene you're talking about of them chasing Doom in that ship.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Because I thought you were talking about the end credit scene for Fantastic Four.
Oh, I am.
So both.
So they're both like the Thunderbolt scene leads up to it's kind of showing us them like coming to the 616, and then at the end of Fantastic Four, you know, we're gonna kind of see like why.
Oh, okay. So it's a viewpoint perspective.
Different perspectives of
at the same time.
It's not chronological, right? Exactly.
Okay, from different perspectives. Okay, cool.
Right, it would be happening like at the same time and shit. So yeah, that's a bit of Fantastic Four goodness for y'all. We can stagger it back to the toy world real quick here and have some fun flipping back and forth. There we go. The leaked image. Well, I don't know. Hang on. There we go. All right. I'm not a fan of movie MCU figures. I don't like likenesses of real actors. They end up looking uncanny valley. You know, they just don't. I don't dig it. It's not for me. The packaging is really cool on these, but again, they're made to look just like the actor, which makes them unappealing to me. Plus, you know, they have their movie type costumes. They don't resemble the cartoon or the comic to me. So yeah, I mean that looks corny.
Yeah, he looks like a dork.
Yeah, dog. I mean, and he's gonna be a dork.
And Reno's gonna save. And Reno's gonna save the best part for last. Wait till you hear this raw talk. Bam.
Yeah, that torture.
He comes as a second figure, as him lit up as the Human Torch.
You got to buy two figures.
You gotta buy.
Why not a two? They should have did a 2-pack with this.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I don't like that you can see his clothes. Like, look, you can still see his clothes and his belt. Like it's just red clothes with some fire on it. I hate that.
Yeah, just repaint it with the fire pieces that
added on. Because I like how when he just turns into literal just a flaming humanoid, just fire. You know what I mean? Like that's how Fantastic Four or Johnny Storm always traditionally was. So this is again movie versions of shit.
Yeah.
So and that's why it works in the movies, but that's what they're made because it works better for the movies. It doesn't work as well in 2-dimensional or even toy form. You know, the MCU stuff. I don't like MCU toys. I never have.
Neither.
And here's the horrible travesty.
Looks like that metal creature from Superman 3.
Does it?
Yeah. Remember the girl?
The girl. Yeah, she turned into that robot thing, whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know, that was actually supposed to be Brainiac.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what the brown spots are all over her. She's got brown tones, like brown spots all over, and then this brown water that she's surfing in. I'm not sure what that's about. And there's some like brownage on her surfboard there. It's kind of wrinkly too. So it's a weird. I'm not sure what's going on. And then the face. This is my thing. Like there's eyeliner and like mascara and like a black, like she's wearing a wig. There's like a separate piece, and you know. Silver Surfer was just all silver. He didn't have his eyes weren't different colors and shit like that. He was just all silver. And this one, they're giving her lips, they're giving her eyes. Yeah, it just doesn't look like a Silver Surfer.
Exactly.
But again, I don't know.
And then why did they have her standing on a board like that? Like, thing I'm disappointed in because I like the design of this thing out of all the things I've seen in live action movies, and they just made him barefoot. Like, I don't get it. They should have had him
He's
with
always
boots on. He
barefoot.
looks.
Yeah, he's always
Nah, I
bare.
mean, no. I said I like him with the boots on for the movie. Like when we seen him in the movies, he always had on shoes. So why does the figure
I
don't
never
have on
seen his
shoes?
feet in the movie. I don't know.
You don't. He has on shoes. He has on boots or shoes. He's not walking around barefooted in the
My
movie.
problem is
At
he's
least,
not.
at least in the trailer, we haven't seen him barefooted.
He
I
should be.
just don't like. Go ahead.
He should be wider.
Yeah,
And a
I don't
little-
like how his legs are so long and skinny. His legs shouldn't be so skinny.
Exactly.
And he does look, but to that point, he's not wider because this is how he looks in the movie. He's
Yeah.
not wide in the movie. This is his design in the movie. He does look very accurate to the movie. I really like the rock effects though. I would like to see like this.
Yeah, see, I like that. Yeah, that's why I said if he
Yeah.
had the boots on, man, I'd have been all. I would have bought that thing figure. That's the only one I would have bought out of him. But I don't like him
Yeah.
barefooted like that. He look like I don't know, man. He looks like he's I don't know.
I don't know. I thought he was always barefoot.
Like,
I don't maybe I'm tripping.
with the surfer.
Nah, look at the joint. Look at go back and look at the joints. He has on boots.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
man.
if you want to
see,
pay
you
the
got and
doll,
yeah, there you go. And you got to realize too, this
So
is
he's got-
early in things life. Thing actually lived like I
This is-
forget how many hundreds of years.
Yo, millennials.
you see the
Yeah, he
bendy
lived
arm?
a long time.
Yeah.
They put wire in the arms for the first time. So this is the first time we're gonna have a actually wiry arm, bendable. Marvel always claimed that they couldn't put wire in the toys because of safety issues and whatever other issues they had, metal, whatever. But here they did both in this and the Shumagarath Gigantos. They both have wire in them. So for the first time, finally they're realizing that was a bullshit ass statement, and they're finally putting wire and stuff. Again, cool for Mr. Fantastic, but I hate the design. I'm not a fan of the striped turtleneck sweater look and the pastel blue. I'm not a fan of the color palette either.
I just don't like his face.
That's why I don't do MCU figures. That's why I don't like movie figures, because I don't want it's too hard to get it. Yeah.
It's not even the fact of the Hasbro making it. I mean, his face in general is fucked up.
Oh, the actor Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, the actor. I don't like his face. It's like you want to punch him in the face.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he got a punchable face.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You said he had a punchable face. Wow.
Yeah, he does. You look at him. Just look at him. He look like all right. And then in 10 minutes, you probably punch him in the face.
Look at that. That's so dope.
I don't know.
Jose Mania.
It's hard.
The man.
That's best Wolverine ever. That's best Wolverine ever, man.
Put the mask on. But the thing is, when you put the mask on him, it's a different actor, and that actor's now looking for credit because they have not been giving him credit. So, like 99% of the time, when you see Mandalorian with the mask on, it's not Pedro Pascal.
Exactly.
You can tell that. That you can tell.
Yeah,
Just by the way they move.
That's how they cheapen out on the money. That's how they save money. They give it to a different actor.
We don't want to do it
for less of a rate.
Yeah.
That's why all these actors want to don't want masks like Wolverine and all, because they want to get paid, and
they want to be seen.
Yeah, they want to be seen as well. Because then, if they're always in a mask, you don't need them.
Yeah,
you really don't need them. For what? They could just do voiceovers. Where's my thing here?
Then you should just go with that from the start, as far as I'm concerned. Like that's it. Like look at it. Look at the things that work. They did that with Darth Vader. We know whose voice it is, but the actor that played Darth Vader, we've never seen his face. And then when they revealed the face of Darth Vader, it wasn't the dude that was in the suit the whole time. So
David Prowse.
If you intentionally do that to make the movie better and not have to worry about the star power and gotta show his face, it totally 100% works. But then when you use one person and you're right, people gonna want credit. They gonna want to know, Like we didn't care who played Darth Vader, and we knew James Earl Jones was the voice, but we just like how cool he looked on screen.
Yeah,
that was the big thing.
So y'all remember the Galactus HasLab?
Yeah.
It's massive. It's something I really missed out on. Really wished I was
bringing it back.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They're talking about this. This article is talking about should they re-release it with the Ralph Ineson likeness, the or make the Fantastic Four out, version of it rather from the movie, right? The movie version of Galactus, redo a HasLab with the movie Galactus since they're doing the figures, and apparently they're contemplating it. I think it's a terrible idea.
That's a fucking slap in the face to all those people that thought they was gonna have the only Galactus from a HasLab, where no one else after this HasLab, nobody else will ever have one. Yeah. Bullshit. The corporation always wins.
Yeah. Well, the original one cost $3.99. It had several 6-inch figures, his heralds that came with it. It was a really great piece. HasLab. I just wasn't collecting heavy in 2022 yet to pull that trigger. Like I was still just doing it kind of like, dabbling, buying, ones that I really, cared about or whatever. But I hadn't really gotten my groove on yet. I really didn't get my niche going. I really didn't figure out what it was I wanted to collect really and how I wanted to do it. So had I at that time, I would have gotten that Galactus and the fucking Sentinel. I'm really, really sore that I missed both of those. I just wasn't into it that deep yet at the time, but finally I got into it in time for the Dragonfly. Missed the his tank too. Got the Dragonfly though. Got the Rattler on deck, and if they do another,
you might get your wish on his tank, because I mean, rumor has it that they're about to bring out another one. They're about to bring it back out.
Well, yeah, there's going to be one that comes out that's not a HasLab. It won't have like the lights and shit, but it'll be a repaint. It'll be like red.
Version.
The one they could have made more money off of.
Yeah.
Right. But they said that they made a mistake with that. And they said that his tank should have been a retail thing and not a HasLab.
We told what the lights and shit is what they made it. That was their
excuse. They even did it, bro. We told them before they even did it. But no, they
wanted to put electronics in it.
Well, they admitted to them. Well, listen, fellas, they admitted they made a mistake. And they said it started with the Sky Striker. They said the Sky Striker was one that shouldn't have been a HasLab. That should have been a retail vehicle. And they said that now they saying that for the future, there's certain things that just going to be retail vehicles and they're not going to be HasLabs. They said it has to be something significant to be a HasLab.
Here's the magical thing. Every vehicle should be retail. There shouldn't be a HasLab.
I agree.
Yeah. Raw Talk is against HasLabs, period.
Yeah.
I agree. But Raw Talk,
I understand the need for them.
I do agree with them on one thing. On the HasLab stuff, like the Rattler, they were saying that there's things they did with the Rattler that made it special, that they could do to it that deserves the upgrades and the price and everything that they've done to it.
Bro, they can still do it as a major release just on their site. They can do it. People will pay what they're going to pay, regardless. If they want it, they're going to get it. It doesn't matter. If they say, hey, this Rattler right here is $275, $300. Oh,
it's not.
Yeah, it's on our site. You know what I'm saying?
They're just not willing to take the risk. They feel it's a risk and they're not willing to take it. So there's nothing we can ever do.
Hold on. A risk?
No, bro. You don't have to convince me. That's what they believe.
No. That's what they think. But that's just like, it's totally idiocy. It's like, take the risk, but you sold out. Even with them damn patches as a damn what you call it?
Here's the thing, bro. The fact that it's a HasLab is what is part of the selling point. And they use that. It's like a way to. It's really bullshit because really you're right. They know that it's a draw, that it's a HasLab, and like that's why people didn't give a fuck about the patches because it was a HasLab and they had to get the HasLab. But like if it was just a mainline shit, I mean that patch bullshit.
I want the patches.
Who
I
wants
want the
that?
patches. They want to slap in the face with me. I got plans
true.
for patches, and I want them damn
tell y'all
patches.
some real spill.
I'll trade you for your
labs.
I'll
If they
trade you
didn't
for
do
your,
it in Taz labs and they did it all
Bane.
general, I still be in classified.
For Bane.
Yeah.
Real talk. If they didn't do that HasLab BS, I would still be, regardless if I'm collecting over, I still be in classifieds. That's the only reason why I truly like one, because I went crazy on this, but again, like, why put things behind a paywall where you're gonna try? It makes no sense.
But you can still collect classified without getting the HasLabs.
No. I want the hits without waiting. I want the hits
let me ask you a question.
Let me
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Walter. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And because I look at it like this. You're a collector. Reno's a collector. I'm a collector. And we're all passionate and collecting our own little ways, like our own little niches or whatever, because every collector is different. So do you think that HasLabs, and I do look at the quality of the HasLabs. Do you think that even with that elevated level of quality that they claim that that's what it is, do you think that it is necessary or unnecessary, and they can just make like a in the middle version of that vehicle and put it out for everybody to have?
They don't have to make it in the middle anything. They can just put it out. It will be sold. It will be bought, regardless whether you put it behind a HasLab or you create some other entity.
Well, bro, we'll go in circles for hours on this because it doesn't matter.
No, but you're right. It will be bought. But my question is, would you rather have it at a higher level of detail, and would you rather have it at a high? Let me simplify. Would you rather have it at a higher level of detail and build quality, or middle of the ground detail and build quality with no wall and none of the other trash that they put with the HasLabs?
It's not even look.
No, you're gonna have the paywalls if you're gonna have this level of quality and expense, because they're not gonna take that risk on the mass production. They would just want
snake armor that came out, right? The snake armor that's coming out, actually,
it's like $75. Yeah.
Okay, it's high quality, same quality as the Rattler, same quality as the his tank, same quality. It doesn't matter. It's all coming from the same factory. The plastic.
It's not about quality of plastic. It's about the features.
Even the detail. Look at the detail. There's nothing that they put out.
It's the added features, bro.
There's no added features. This is what I'm telling you.
There is.
Listen, they have a level regardless. They add a level regardless. Whether you have blinking lights or all that, you can still add blinking lights to the what's
You're
that?
Missing the point, man.
No, it's not. No, what I'm saying is they can give you everything you want regardless. They don't have to
say that, but that's not what they say. They say we can't.
That's why they make you think that it's so valuable. What it really is.
No, I don't think that. I don't give a shit.
No,
that's what they want to do. I can't change what that's how they want to do it.
What it really is bragging rights. Oh, you didn't get it in time to have the HasLab, so you don't have it. I have it. It's bringing it back to our basic childlike mentalities when it comes to shit. Because when we use, I got my He-Man before you. I got my Cobra Commander before you. That's all it's doing. As adults, that's what we're doing. Oh, you didn't get the HasLab? I got mine. Check it out. That's that bullshit. That's that juvenile.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with them making it or not making it. That has to do with people wanting to do that. If you want to buy something that no one else can get and all that, and that's what excites you and shit, go ahead. That don't change, them doing it.
I'm not disputing that, but I'm just saying, as a corporation, they're playing with people. Is what I'm saying. They're playing with people because, in general, if I'm a corporation, want to make the most money, I'm going to produce the most shit for those people who want to continuously build, army build, and all this shit. Hey, let's give them everything. They're going to spend it. Let's give it to them instead of limiting it, especially with toys.
I'm over that.
And now, and being that we're in the phase of exposure where Rolexes are coming straight from China, like I told everybody, it's Chinese brand. You know what I'm saying? They make it in China and they stamp it in wherever in Switzerland, just like everything else. It's the same thing. It all comes under one banner. You think it's higher quality, but to them, it's not higher quality because they're getting it made for a certain amount of money. It's an illusion of.
Well, somebody got to make it.
Yeah,
somebody got to make it. Somebody got to make it. And if you ain't making it, and somebody else is, you're right.
Somebody else.
Where's the quality? Where's the quality if it's not handmade by some people in your factory? If I can just get it mass produced somewhere else.
That's what they're doing. There's no quality to Rolex. There's no more quality. They shattered that shit. It's done. Rolex lowering prices. Rolex is lowering their prices. Shit is ridiculous on the watch market. Trust me, I know about the watch market, bro. I follow that shit. I was a part of this shit. Man, they're fucking done.
All right, moving on. Getting off the subject that we just was on. Right? We got to get on to some productive topics, man, because we just gonna go in circles on this until we get sick of it. But I don't want to bore the chat, man. My man said I want them to just make enough for everyone to get one and avoid scalpers, and that's what it really is all about, man. That's what we should focus on, man. Let's start making.
That's what I'm saying.
Scalpers don't own the fucking market. It's bullshit.
That's exactly.
But that's the market, man. That's how we gotta. That's the game we in. That's the hobby we chose.
I mean, that's what I was saying. Make it enough for everybody to have one and don't have to worry about nothing.
Here it is, y'all. New figure leaks.
That seems to be the problem right now.
New figure leaks. 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 Check it out. It's new shit.
Well, there's the figure we want to talk about. So let's get to the figure leaks.
You love them. You love them.
What we want to talk about.
You love Night Viper. You love sci-fi. We got who is that? Raw Talk Flash or
Flash
and Wetsuit.
I think it's Flash, and there's another one that's a laser.
That's Flash.
Yeah. Well, these are the four that are coming out right now.
Zap and Flash have the lasers. They're the ones.
These are the four coming out.
No, Zap has no laser.
Zap isn't a laser guy. Lasers has the laser. Yeah, his name is Laser. He got a laser. But yeah, there you go. It's Night Viper, Sci-Fi, Flash is who it is, and Wetsuit. Sorry. So it's Flash, Wetsuit, Sci-Fi, Night Viper is the main four that we're about to get. We're also going to get these four guys here. We're also going to be in Yojo June hearing about the crankcase and the All Striker or the classified version of it. We're going to get Slice and Dice. These bad boys here, two ninjas. Check them up close. Let me see if we can get some close-ups now. They're all just combobulated. Comes with a cool hat, like a cool straw hat and shit. But they look cool. I don't recognize them from any G.I. Joe anything, so I may or may not pass on them. I'm not sure yet.
Go back. Go back to those guys.
Slice and Dice.
I don't remember them.
I
remember about 90% of the Joes. I say 92% of the Joes, but I don't remember Slice and Dice. That might have been. They might have been 90s figures. Raw Talk. You're gonna have to educate us, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So with the laser guys, let me go back to that. That's Flash and Grand Slam. They're both laser artillery guys.
Okay.
One's a rifle trooper, and the other one is an artillery soldier. So
Cobra had a laser trooper too, right?
But listen, what about Slice and Dice?
Now these guys, who are these guys?
They're part of the ninja, the thing they had in the Ninja Force.
Ninja Force, right?
Force, yes.
Yeah.
That was what, the 90s, right? Was that the late 90s or early 90s?
Oh, yes. That was, I'm going to rock right to it. I think that's 92, 93.
Yeah.
Right now. Yes, it's actually 1992 Ninja Force.
Well, these guys,
Dice is the purple one, and he has the bow staff. He's Cobra bow staff ninja. That's his. That's his designation. And Slice, the red one, is the Cobra Ninja Swordsman. That's his designation.
Well, unfortunately, they're not getting a bow staff for Cobra. No, he just said swordsman and bow staff
right there. The bow staff is right there.
It's got a spearhead.
Personality wise,
pole arm. It's got an accent on it.
All right, I see it right. I see it right there. I see it right on the left.
Yeah, it's got like an accent on it on the left. He's got the straw hat, the scarf thing. They got the 2 daggers. He's got the Chinese shits at the bottom. He's got the just weird like stabbing weapons on the right, the little hatchets. Yeah, they got all kinds of ninja weapons, but no like traditional bow staff or katanas.
Yeah, no traditional, but they're made up version of it. Or what have
Yeah, these are classified versions of their staff weapon. But these aren't really leaks, y'all. They're not really leaked. We kind of knew about these. These aren't necessarily leaked, but something leaked that they didn't tell us about that I'm just gassed the fuck up about is my main man BUDO. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, Raw Talk, do you have Slice and Dice and BUDO?
I have everything that's coming out in classified that they would ever want to make. I have it all.
So this is the new, this is BUDO's helmet. Yeah. This is BUDO's face. He's got a John Wick head version you could throw on. He's got the grass roots or like a straw vest thing. But his armor, I'm not sure why all this shit's coming through so blurry. There's a clear one. So his armor's got some really cool detail. That's the samurai armor. And then he's wearing a more tactical, traditionally tactical gear type armor that he's actually going to have on. Where you see he's wearing it there.
The straw thing is the ninjas. That's the ninjas' light armor. That's their light armor that's made out of straw that they wear.
It's camouflage. Yeah, it's camouflage so that they can, blend in with their surroundings and disappear.
No, not for samurai. For samurai, that's what they do. That's they have those. Pictures of them. That's their straw armor.
It's like a ghillie suit.
It's lighter.
Yeah, just like
sort of, but also it's just lighter. Because if you ever seen a traditional Japanese armor, it's very heavy.
No, he wears this on the outside of his armor to cover. It's like a ghillie suit. It's not in place of the armor. No, you're talking about.
When I was in Japan, I went to a samurai museum.
No, they have straw armor. Yeah, you're right. They have straw armor like that. They do. They have straw armor. They have like reeds made of reeds. They have leather armor. They have all kind of different light versions.
I know you can mix it too. And also I found out that the level of the armor depicted how much money they had or didn't have. So the more money you had, the better armor you had. And the less money,
and the higher rank,
the less armor, and the higher rank too.
Yeah, because they had their own households with their own people that tend to them. I forgot.
Yeah. The armor was like
there's somebody that also tends to the armor.
Whip. Yeah, that was like
because if they say go fetch my armor, you had to have help putting it on.
Yeah,
you couldn't put it on by yourself.
No,
you could not put that armor on by yourself.
No,
and mostly the wife or the housemaid or person would be the one that was very skilled or knowledgeable in helping the samurai don that armor.
Yeah, if it was a low ranking person, the wife would do it, but then high ranking, the wife would have housemaids do it.
Yeah,
I love this Oni mask right here, man. This is great.
Yeah, that mask is
samurai general mask. Yeah, like and so he can go.
You see on the helmet though, if you look closely, you see some type of tiger type deal.
Yeah, it's like a tiger.
That's Tiger Force. That's Tiger Force.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have mine figured out with the Oni and the samurai armor, because I mean, he's got the tactical. I mean, some people want to have him with guns and tactical armor. You can with it, but I mean, the whole point of having BUDO, I think, is to have him as a samurai. So I like that they gave that version, that option. Yeah. So that's kind of a leak there. That's something new that you may or may not know about. Then of course, Slaughter with his Marauder and what's his name, the Viper guy. The Viper. What's his name?
Mercer.
There you go.
How many versions of Sergeant Slaughter are we gonna get?
You're gonna get all of them. You even gonna get with the Warhawk.
Yeah.
Damn, because this one looked like the one they released before, but what's the difference between this one and the other one? They had the weights.
They maybe because they overstocked, they overproduced, and they need to try to resell them.
Some of them.
Yeah,
I think I might. I'm cool with the Sergeant Slaughter I got. I like my Sergeant, but I might get them just to have them. Depends on how they package it.
What they did was mess up and then give you the the Slaughter guy, the 3-pack with Taurus and
they're
Red
coming
with them.
Yeah, they're gonna do Taurus. They should have done Taurus, Red Dog, and Mercer together, but
that would have been awesome.
That would have been dope.
They're gonna do a Taurus and Red Dog 2-pack, and then a Mercer and Slaughter 2-pack for whatever reason.
And that's kind of messed up because they did Vipers in a 3-pack. They could have did the 3-pack.
Yeah. I guess they felt the way that the 3-pack sold, they felt 2-packs sold better, so they've decided to go.
You gotta give us a 3-pack, but if you give us a 3-pack that we want, we'll buy it. At least take a vote. Like, do like the Hash Lab. Like, they take a vote. Take a vote. Be like, listen, if we put out a 3-pack, who would y'all want in it? And if everybody said the freaking Marauders, and you put it out, they're definitely going to buy it because that's what they want. I
suggested this in 2020. I suggested this, that they would future, if you want a figure made, put it on a website and people vote on it. And then when you get to that number at a certain time, then you know what figures people want, that you put up there and which ones to produce right away.
I agree.
Easier. Things would have been easier. But no. They
All right.
Games.
New figure leaks. We got Marvel new Legends figures coming out that we have not been shown or announced yet. They've not been announced. This is actually leakage right here. We got the Mark 72 version of Iron Man.
Yo, that's the anime joint.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's hard. That joint is hard too.
They're gonna make an Enchantress figure.
Nice.
So we haven't had that yet. To go with the Guardians. They're going to make the Ghost Rider Spirit Rider figure. So that could be cool. Okay. Something we have not seen before, with the cowboy hat and the cape and all that. He was the first Ghost Rider, the one that had the horse before.
They should have the horse. They should do it with the horse, man.
I know. It would be really cool if you had a horse.
The price.
But they won't do it.
The price.
Yeah, they won't do it. The horse would be like this big. And it's not a popular enough character that people would spend that much money on a horse version. But as a collector, serious collectors would, but they gotta think about the casual asshole. But
that's why they gotta
always buy a horse. You can always buy a horse and put them on it.
That's why they should make it post exclusive.
There's 3.
Done deal. Post exclusive. Done deal. Oh man, Vietnam Wolverine.
Not Vietnam.
World War II.
Korea.
World War II. World War II. Yes, a World War II Logan.
That is World War II.
Yeah, they're giving us it. So, and they're also, probably gonna end up doing more of like a Howling Commandos, more of those World War II characters, because that's they've been doing some World War II.
Give me Sergeant Rock. Give me Sergeant Rock, and I'm good.
That's
DC, right? Yeah,
DC. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Give me Sergeant Rock.
Harlan did a Sergeant Rock.
I'm gonna find it. It's going in my collection because I always like that comic.
So there's 3 more on the Build-A-Figure wave. 3 more to the wave. We got Werewolf by Night is coming out in this next wave. That's a new figure we have not seen. I'm super excited about that. Okay, can't wait for a werewolf. Hell yeah,
I'm definitely getting Werewolf by Night.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. And then we've got this one is called Dark Avengers Spidey. Now, the Dark Avengers Spidey could be one of 2 completely different characters. This Max Gargan Venom is Dark Avengers Spidey, but then this is also Dark Avengers Spidey, the 6-armed black suit. Is like an Aztec. It's not. Yeah, he's like this one's an Aztec. He's something Aztec, Aztec. Dark Avengers Aztec, something like that. So I'm hoping it's this one. And they, because they did the doppelganger Spidey with the 6 arms too. I hope they don't, do something stupid and just reuse that body because it had pins and it wasn't all that. It was kind of clunky, but this could be a really cool figure as well. And then last but definitely not least, and this is something probably I might be the only one that gives a flying fuck about it, but I'm super excited about it. Crystar, the Green Warrior dude.
Yeah, his homie.
Yeah, I was probably 4 years old, 3 years old. I had these joints, but see, they just recently gave us Crystar, the real Crystar Warrior.
They need to make that movie.
They need, so when I was a kid, man, I'm telling you, when I was like 3, We had these.
Yeah, the smaller one. I had it. Yeah.
I mean, this is the Marvel Legends version here. But let me move this out the way. That's the Marvel Legends version, and that's it's a Marvel. It's from Marvel comic. It's Crystar, the Crystal Warrior. But they had a toy version, a toy line in the early 80s. They looked like this. They were pre-posed. They had zero articulation. You couldn't move their legs or arms at all, from what I remember anyway. Okay, here you go. You could move the hips, but they had no knee or elbow articulation. And they were basically just clear plastic, and they had their accessories and shit.
And you used to shine a light through them so you could see the green effect on the walls and stuff. So
Yep. And I mean, like I said, it's for me, it's pure nostalgia. I just really love this Crystar figure because it just
pretty dope, man.
So it's so nostalgic, and it's really like cool too. It's well made. I mean, it looks really good, and it's it gets right into that pose too, like the OG. So yeah, I was when they put that one out, I was like, oh man, this is really cool. It's a shame because I know they're not gonna like do the whole line, because I remember I could remember. I was like, wait, I remember this when I was like 3 years fucking old. They had a green one, they had the clear one, but I can't think. They had a few more. I know they had a Magma Man, they had a Lava Man. What'd you say?
They had a red and a blue one.
Yeah. Basic colors.
Was the enemy. He had the horns. I forgot what his name was called.
Yeah. It's probably in this comic. But that's the Marvel. That's the Marvel lineup coming out right there. You got the Mark 72, World War II Wolverine, Spirit Rider, Dark Spider-Man, Werewolf by Night, and Enchantress.
That's dope. That's a nice, decent lineup, man.
It's a fun
comic book figures. That's a decent lineup, man.
Yeah, it's a fun.
Yeah.
Raw talk. Can we see the
Raw
talk? Can we see the slash and stab code?
Slice and dice.
Oh, slice and dice.
I have them.
He said, because I know you got him. He said, because I know you got him.
All right, let me dig for him.
Probably got him put up.
Yeah, but I can dig for him. I can get him. I just got a lot of shit on the floor right now.
Well, without further ado, I want to present the real star of the show, the real toy that I think everyone's going to be clamoring for Christmas, and that's Hasbro's Maximum Empty Wallet. Marvel Legends Maximum Empty Wallet. Yeah. It has battle damage. It has battle damaged appearance with dried tears, wear marks, and a receipt from your favorite collectible store poking out. It has a posable credit card slot. Watch it sag under the weight of your financial decisions. Realistic accessories: a credit card that has been declined, tear stained, collect responsibly, post-it note, and a pre-order checklist. And there it is. The reviews are in. He said, I was excited for the Marvel vs. Capcom figures until I realized I need a small loan to afford them. This guy said, the new wave Fantastic Four figures is so fire, I had to sell my car. And Marvel Legends Maximum Empty Wallet will be available for pre-order shortly after you hit confirm on the rest of your your fan stream haul. Comes in deluxe, 2-pack, and ultimate crying bundle editions.
Great.
That's
all right. It's Slice and Dice.
Okay.
If y'all want to see.
Yeah,
of course.
Bang.
There they go.
Yeah, they look just like the joints.
Yeah.
That's dope.
See, I had no idea. Those actually look kind of better. Damn.
Yeah, I never knew who they were. I stopped collecting at 89.
Yeah, I stopped collecting around then. So I stopped playing with it. Yeah.
But HasLab, for those of you who got a Rattler, apparently they're shipping in June. They're shipping very soon here. The email came. It says your G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Rattler Attack Jet is coming soon. To ensure smooth sailing and avoid delays, double check that your shipping address is up to date. Orders will start shipping soon, so please make any updates by June 13th, 2025. Update your addresses, guys. Yep. Expect shipping in late June or July. It varies by country. It says shipping begins varying by you have U.S. and Canada in late June, and Asia is in late June. Europe and UK is going to be in July. That's for the HasLab Cobra Rattler.
Damn, it's about time. How long has it been?
It's been a year.
Even do another HasLab.
It's been the right amount of time. It's not late or anything. But
really,
Stu, before you go, man, I know you want to know about this. The Penguin season 2 is back on the table. We heard that Penguin was not having a season 2, but HBO's The Penguin, getting a second season after all, along with what could be another Batman spin-off series as well. Speaking to Deadline, the Penguin executive producer and showrunner Lauren LaFranc responded to questions of a potential second season of this hit Batman spinoff. It said, beyond Colin Farrell, it depends on whether there's a story that we can make richer than what we've already done. She said, fully arced everything in regards to Penguin. She's currently, she said, in the process of exploring what would be, if there will be more in terms of season 2. She said, that it's ongoing. But they're talking about it, and I think if we can get the creative stars to line up right away or in the right way, the talent is available, because we certainly wouldn't want to do this without Colin Farrell and Christine Milioti and that team. He said, I would say it's definitely a possibility, but there is worth noting that it's not in the works yet at the moment. So. But it looks good.
We need it.
It looks good for it. Yeah, I hope so.
They left us on a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
they did. A big one.
It's like, come on now, we gotta get going. You started something, finish it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we need that. All right, fellas. With that, I got to break out of here. Here, but I'm happy they're going to do another. If they do one, because we don't know what's up with the Batman. And if you're not going to give us that right away, let's just say we ain't getting that right away. At least give us Penguin.
Yeah.
That'll keep us interested until we do get it, or until they figure out what they're going to do with
it.
Yeah.
I mean, Penguin to set the background up of the Batman 2, just set it up. That's all.
I said, empty your mind.
Empty your mind.
Be water, my friend.
Water.
You know what I'm saying?
Be formless, shapeless, like water.
Yeah.
Now, water can flow or it can crash.
Now,
you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Be water, my friend.
Great. This man, his philosophy, regardless, is
God,
infinity, bro.
The God. But that's it, man. Yeah, man. We gotta take it in for the night. But that's our show, man. Thank y'all for coming, man. We chopped it up. We did the damn thing. We had fun. We leaked it all, man. We leaked it all out. A lot of leaks. And so stay tuned, guys. We do this every Saturday and every Wednesday around 7 p.m. And all you gotta do is, man, set your calendar and hit that like button. Make sure you hit the little bell so that you get the notifications when we got our shows coming out. But other than that, man, y'all, peace, everybody, and y'all have a good rest of your weekend. All right.
Peace.
One.
Be water, my friend.